And Wolf Morrisseau has confirmed that he did indeed paint in Thunder Bay in a home in which Amanda Dolby and Gary Lamont were present. Also present at all times that Wolf painted was his brother Norval, who directed him as to what colors to paint, as Wolf confirmed to us in this video.
My name is Wilfred David Charles Morrisseau. I am the youngest brother to the late great Norval Morrisseau. He was my oldest brother and he taught me how to paint. We traveled to a lot of places and he was able to teach me how to use the colors, how to use the black outlines, and he taught me by allowing me to fill in the spaces. He touched the spaces he needed with the color and I would fill it in. In the mid-90s, he was working with a person called Gary Lamont, who was not a very good person in my eyes, and I tried to protect my brother by being with him. I did do some artwork with him because it was the only way I could be near him to protect him. I do not agree with anything that is fraudulent. I never did anything like that myself, but I did remember telling my brother at one time to sign his artwork on the back using his English name, because some places in the world do not speak syllabics. So that being the case, I told him to use whatever he had on hand, or crayon, pencil, black brush, whatever he used, and whether he did it or not was up to his discretion. But I do remember telling him to do that, and he did do it on a number of occasions. And I hope this video helps anyone that needs to verify what is right and what is wrong when we're in the art world. Thank you very much.
Gary Lamont was a drug dealer who supplied Norval at that time and received the paintings that were done. Richie St. Clair's testimony of numerous forgers paid for with drugs was not supported by evidence. In addition to Mr. Goring, Wolf Morrisseau testified to the legitimacy of the black brush signatures. The Hearn painting is a beautiful creation by Norval Morrisseau from the 1970s, but Richie St. Clair declares otherwise. Enough. 20+ years of deception by this bunch. The truth? What is the truth? The great and very prolific Norval Morrisseau created many extraordinary canvases in the 1970s, primarily in the Thunder Bay region. He was persuaded by his brother Wolf to sign the back in English. Norval did so.
I can honestly say that I am the one that told him to sign his name in English. And the reason, I'm going to tell you once, the reason was, if his painting went overseas, to Japan, anywhere in Europe, Belgium, they could not understand. Nobody speaks the language of syllabics, because we don't have a written language. The Jesuits from Rome came and taught us these symbols so to get into our heads. So when he was doing that, he first started his first paintings NM. If you look at his very original works.
We're talking the 50s.
Yes, yes. NM is what he signed up. And then he met his wife, his wonderful wife, Mama Bunn, Harriet Bunn, and she convinced him to use syllabics because it would say his true name. Now, if you take the syllabics and you went overseas, well, who's the artist? I don't know. But you take that painting around and you turn on, oh, somebody all over the world. You could go to Borneo and you'll run into someone who speaks English. Norval Morrisseau and Morrisseau. Well, that's the artist. So I convinced him to do that, and he did that to a lot of his paintings since the time that I told him. He may not have done to all of them, but the majority of the ones that are was because I told him to do that, because not everybody understands syllabics. And that was just pure understanding is all it was. There was no underhandedness or nothing negative. It's just so that people that don't speak syllabics can understand who the actual artist was. And so it is so, because I've met people from overseas. You know that Norval Morrisseau? I said, yeah, that was my oldest brother.
Did that not happen in the airport today?
Yes. So it tells me that I gave him the right instructions so that all of us could know who he was. So that's the reason why his name was on the magnet.